Awesome. Still says waiting for Slot Valley though. Hello. Hello. Oh. Okay. Well. Hey guys, how we all doing tonight? Okay. Well, let's get the technical difficulties from this end figured out. Hey guys, how we all doing tonight? This. There we go. We're good. Gonna have to move a little to the side now, so that I'm more in the middle of the frame. All right. Okay, so how are we all doing tonight? Thank you, everybody. I want to welcome everybody to Monday Night Slot Car Live. Today we have, of course, special guest Steve from Stockpile Hobbies. Absolutely fantastic. Can't wait. Totally pumped. I'd like to say thank you to Robert Fish for being my moderator tonight. Absolutely fantastic. David, thank you very much for joining us, brother. I appreciate it. Oh, we got good news tonight. We have big news, and we have LEDs on AFXs. Yes, folks, you've heard it correctly. You've seen them, and now you're going to live them. I cannot wait. All right, so we'll wait for a few more people to get into the room, and then we'll see what's going on. We'll get into it. So what's going on with everybody? Anything big going on in anybody's lives these days? Dave, thanks for joining us, brother. I appreciate that. Thanks, Dave. So we'll just let a few more people come into the room, and then Steve will be joining us shortly. He'll be showing us the car and letting us know what's going on. Gale Force Mayor, thank you very much for joining us, brother. I appreciate it. Rusty, thank you very much. Awesome, guys. Man, I like that layout of yours, Mayor. Awesome. Anybody here who doesn't know Gale Force Raceway, the Mayor, please hit him up. Hey, Rich, how you doing, brother? Good to have you here. Absolutely awesome. Hey, how you doing, brother? Slots butter. Oh, the Argos, yeah. How they doing? Russell, how you doing, brother? Thanks for joining us. Scott, thanks for joining us, brother. Scott from Scott's House of HO Racing. Guys, he's another one. If you don't know who Scott is, he's also another creator. Make sure you hit him up before you leave. Oh my gosh. I lived in BC for a few years too, so I got a little bit of the Lions in me as well. Not much, but a little bit. And there goes the notification for the live. That's already been going on for 5 minutes. Awesome. Hey, Shift, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Awesome. So can everybody hear me fine? Sometimes I feel like I'm yelling. Okay, good. Thanks, Mayor. All right. All right. So these 5x5, someone's been watching Aliens. Hey, Rick, thanks for joining us, brother. Awesome. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I had to stop. I can't deal with the UPS. They literally rob me every time they deliver something to my house. So I can't deal with them anymore. They're a no go. They're on the no slot car fly list. No Dr. Pepper tonight. Some little bastards beat me to the Dr. Pepper. Yeah, yeah, Rich. UPS is terrible. They have uh, this awesome thing called the bonding fee, and they try and act as your broker, and pretty much they hold your parcel hostage for almost half of what it's actually worth. Hey, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. Awesome. All right. So so I think Steve's actually listening to this right now. So Steve, if you're listening, why don't you come on in and join us? Let's bring Steve into the fray right now. I know I let him. I told him quarter after, but maybe he's listening right now. No Dr. Pepper. Every once in a while, but Dr. Pepper is represented right here. So I may not be drinking it, but it's always with me. Yeah. Yeah, I did. We actually looked at them on Discord last Monday. We were looking at the top fuel lineup. It's absolutely fantastic. It's full of kick-ass cars. When I did the review for the new Auto World July releases, fantastic lineup. They're coming out with some really great stuff. Now, they're once again the bodies for their cars are coming out great. Um, but I really feel they still need some heavy duty work. Oh. Hey, Sean, how you doing, brother? Thanks for joining us. Well, I wonder if it's gonna make you wait till quarter after, Steve. That shouldn't matter though. Hang on a second. Oh, well, how the hell am I supposed to see the accept button if it's on the other side of the phone? That's an interesting setup. The only question is, are we both facing the same direction?
Yeah. Yeah, I get the chat off the screen.
All right. So, for those of you who don't know, this is Steve from Stockpile Hobbies.
How you doing, everyone?
Son Enzo.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Enzo, how you doing, brother?
Good, Dan.
Awesome, man. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dan. I'm trying to get the chat off the screen.
Yeah, no problem.
Press the X.
I did. It wants to close the whole app, though.
Oh. Okay.
I'll just leave it up there. I can see you on the monitor here. How's everyone doing tonight?
So, does everybody here know Steve from Stockpile Hobbies? I see we have Mark in the house now. Thanks for joining us, Mark.
Hi, guys.
And of course, everybody, this is Enzo, Steve's son. Helps him run the channel. Keeps him in line, I'm sure.
That's right.
Yep.
Hi, Sean. Hi, Robert. Hi, Scott. Hi, hello, everyone. Mayor. Hey, Mark. You able to hear me okay?
Yeah.
Hear you great. Thank you.
There we go. Awesome.
Weird with the delay, huh?
Yeah, I was really watching that. I was like, that's like not really like.
It's all right.
Awesome. All right. Before we get going, Steve, I just wanted to say thank you for joining us tonight. Absolutely fantastic.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into a little bit about what brought you here, what brought you to 1,140 subscribers and 277 videos.
Yeah, 5 videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, in under 2.5 years, I think.
Yeah.
We did this.
That's right. Yeah. So tell us the story, Steve. What's going on, brother, from your end?
So I still do have a automotive channel where we do, I call it Phoenix Haven Garage. I have a large collection of actual automobiles. And right around the time of COVID started, we were all inside and the basement was in disarray. And I had the pile of slot cars there. I had some US1 trucking tracks and Tyco zero gravity cliffhangers and a lot of things from the late 80s when I was a kid. And then I once set it all up around 2012, had it going around. I was having a problem with a single wall wart, and then one person would crash, the other car would speed up and crash. So that was the first mod I ever did, was where I spliced a piece of track so I could run two wall warts. And then when I started the channel up and started pulling things off the shelf, I actually got into power supplies. And there was one video out there, it's probably about 10 years old now. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he was using a laptop charging battery recharger, and it had variable voltage on it. And I just scoured the internet and I found them and I bought 6 of them. And then I just started using those, splicing them into the track. I have videos showing all that too. It's just another option versus having to buy the bulky power supply a lot of people use in the hobby. Actually came in handy. I was actually able to, I had a power supply die on one of my laptops for my Trans Am. And the laptop's like 20 years old, and I grabbed one of these. I set it to the same voltage, and the laptop powered right up. So came in kind of handy. But content-wise, yeah, I just started tinkering with what was in the basement, and just started with the power supply, then to the controller, making extensions, and then building a race track. And that went through a number of iterations as I bought more shelving and expanded the track, and then I tried to incorporate the US one trucking set at one point, so we would have them going on the outside, kind of like a train, and then we would race in the inside of it. But I wanted more speed. I wanted more high big curves and things. So I invested in the track type I already had was Tyco, and I started scouring Facebook. I had some great deals. I scored a ton of track for a couple bucks. Right. And I made track adapters because I wanted to make all the track work together. So I just took a Dremel, cut the track, and then wire tapped it underneath and made transition pieces to go between the different brands. And then the track got really big. And then I think at that point, then drag racing, I was starting to get into that. About the slot drag and timing system, after looking around from what I was seeing online at the time, what was good, what I liked. I didn't want to buy something from Auto World, or I can't remember who manufactures the one now. I think it's Auto World. Maybe it's AFX. But I think you have it, Dan. I'm not sure. The set you bought. But I just wanted a timing system for the track set I already had. I had enough lengths to actually just make it, and I did a scale length. It was just over 20 feet, I think, is a quarter mile scale length. But then you had to have cool down, and that turned into the gravity brake, and eventually turned into running the return track all the way around the basement wall there that I did for a while. But we didn't do a lot of videos with it. It was very destructive to the cars, and it didn't seem like there was a lot of interest in it either. I was just kind of just doing things off the wall. No one had done it before, I don't think, and but it didn't really seem like it garnered a lot. It was hard to film too. It's dark with the cameras and the production of it.
Yeah.
So, but it did good for the shorts, the couple short videos I made with it. It was kind of fun racing at night, right? Yeah, we're boring, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. That's the tail thereof. I just took all the tracks down now, and focusing more on customizing the cars and maybe selling customized sets with the cars, a hauler, a trailer, and a truck, putting them all together and selling them as a bundle.
Right. So tell us about your one-to-one cars.
Oh, the real life cars there?
Yeah.
So I got a number of Trans Ams. I got 4 of them. One of them's going to auction next week in Pennsylvania, so I'll be down there in that Grant Miller. I can't remember where it is in Pennsylvania, but I'm taking a convertible Firebird down there to sell. So I got a Knight Rider one. I got one that's like Smokey and the Bandit, which is why I got all the Smokey and the Bandit slot car stuff. I got a last year Ram Air Trans Am. Then I got a purple Hellcat. We got a Mach E last year, electric Mustang, the GT.
Wait, we got the.
Oh, you got an electric Mustang?
Yeah, I bought one last year.
Wow.
Like we traded in my Durango. I had a Durango RT, and I traded in for the Mustang.
Oh boy, yeah.
Been a year free on gas. That's been kind of nice. But the car is very quirky. The console, the touchpad on it really sucks. And I did a software update, and it broke the heater. We had no heat. I had to take it to the dealer to do a software update to get the heat turned on again. It's shit like that,
Yeah.
But, that's why I bought Ford versus Tesla though too. If there was a problem, there's a Ford dealer a block away. If it was a Tesla, I'd had to ship to Buffalo, which is about 2 hours from where I am in the Finger Lakes in New York.
Wow.
What else we got? We got a twin turbo BMW, the Z4 six inline 6 twin turbo. It's really nice. It's got a convertible hardtop on it. My wife drives that a lot, and I got a Chevy pickup truck for everything else.
What about that old red car that we had? That was mom.
Yeah, that's all.
I think we traded it for.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Maintaining them all one person and doing it all.
Yes.
And filming. You got to film it, and then especially if you're going to video it, it's a lot more work too.
Most people might not know you have a guitar channel as well.
Yeah, and just recently started up my guitars again. I started playing again, and I got a large collection of Gibson guitars, a lot of black and silver guitars. They're called Silver Bursts, and a lot of Flying Vs. A little bit of a Flying V junkie. Enzo's got an SG. He just got a red one. So I started teaching him. It's a lot of fun. I use the channel more for selling the gear. So I'll do a video of something I'm going to sell and post on Reverb or eBay. I've done a couple videos with doing electronics with the guitars, restoring some, or putting pickups in them, or just, you know, what general maintenance things like I do with the slot cars and things of that nature.
Nice.
And then, of course, we got all the transformers here. You want to step back for a second? This is only half the room. If you've seen any of the videos, they're all over the place. But it's a lot of special effects, though, when we do those videos, and I try to do the little battles we do.
Yeah,
a lot of times set up the table
cool
in here, end up in there for a half hour, and just wipe everything out, and then just set it all up again.
Yep.
I think a large portion of the people in this room right now watch Transformers on some form or another.
Yeah, I hope so. He just put the cartoon on last night from '87, so
Yeah.
made me proud.
Right?
I didn't even ask him to put it on.
Transformers, the movie?
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah, the movie with Optimus dies and Galvatron and all that.
Yeah. Woo! Just turned this slot car live into a Transformers show.
Yeah. That's not that intent here, but yeah, just that's another thing to talk about a little bit. If you want with the creators later on is, focus of content on the channel, where I've tried to diversify with that and what I've experienced trying to break the YouTube model and whether it's good or bad.
Well, I think variation is good. When you let people decide what they want to do, that you don't force anybody to do anything. You put it out there. If they watch it, they watch it. If they don't, well, then they just missed out.
Oh yeah, but it does have. It is really important to keep your content focused on the channels.
You can't wander too far.
Yeah, and it kind of breaks the idea of the whole channel was to be different things, and it flies in the face of what YouTube wants you to do, and just make the same content, focused content on one thing, not just going from like slot cars to Transformers to girls' toys and musical instruments. It didn't work out. That's why the other channels were created and do that.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about YouTube is you get 3 opportunities to make 3 different channels. So.
Yeah. So it's just more clicking around on YouTube, trying to log in each thing and review everything and this and that, and comments and thumbnails and posting and sharing and
Yeah, absolutely.
Just check out the show here.
Me and Steve have had this little project going on lately. I've been talking about LED lights for AFX cars now for quite a while. It really bugs me that AFX hasn't gotten to it yet. So you know me, SBR, I can't wait for shit, and I want it. I gotta have it. So here it is. I sent Steve the cars that were mentioned in all the promos, and Steve has the sample right here. This is the red one from the video. Now, Steve's made a video or so, maybe a couple, of the building of this particular car or these cars. So you're going to have, if you want to see how Steve put this car together, you're going to have to go check out his video. It's going to have nothing to do with me. You won't find it on my channel, although I will be promoting it. And you're going to want to see this because this is absolutely what we've been talking about, guys. This is it right here. Okay? So what Steve has done is, well, I'll let Steve explain a little bit here.
Yeah, so I took my time opening the package here, so it doesn't even look like it's been disturbed. But as we see here, we can just slip the slot car out in its own little plastic carrier it has. There we go. And I noticed, Dan, that there were 2 different styles of body mounts. There's like a narrow chassis mount, and there's one that requires the clips coming off the body. The red one was the only one that has this narrow body mount on this chassis. But I didn't know, I had an idea where to put the lights to solder them in on the Mega G Plus chassis. And the first thing I did is I hit YouTube, and I found Mark's Slot Car Garage about a week or 2 ago, where he bypassed the circuit board on one of these just to get the power to the motor. I couldn't tell where he came off on the circuit board. I didn't want to disturb the circuit board, but I knew there was 2 tabs up there on the motor on the sides that I could solder the LED to. The thing to keep in mind with the LEDs, at least, I always keep the red wire on the left side, the driver's side. I don't remember if it was the incandescent bulb or the LEDs, but one of them always had to be on the left side. And I looked at the other cars; they were all red on the other side. So just had to make sure that when I would solder, and you'll see in the video that there's 2 little solder joints on the top of the motor can, and you can just attach the wires right there. That's where the juice is coming into the motor. And once you do that, there's your light. Now I can I'll put the body on here. I'll shut the lights off, and you can really see it glow like in the picture Dan did. But the other real important thing to note was the length of the wires. The first one I did, I showed in the video, I did a little bit too long of a whip, so the wire was a little bit on top here, and the body was rocking a little bit because it didn't have. It was eating up all the clearance it had. So I redid the first car I did in the video, and I show that where I have like about 1-inch whips coming out. And they're able to sit right in front of the can. They're up over the circuit board, and it comes out right about under the tip of the nose on the car.
Yeah.
The red car is nice because the red car has a slot there in the where the radiator would be, the grill. The other cars all have the plastic over it. This one was routed out. So this one glows really nice on the track. It puts a nice beam down on the track when it goes.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can get this back in without the tweezers. And the other thing is, when you put the car in and the bulb's not quite in the right spot, you just grab a pair of tweezers there and just gently move it over to the middle, just like so.
Right.
And if I have this right, let me grab the lights real quick. Hopefully the camera doesn't reset when the lights go down, but we'll see.
Hey Adam, you got here just in time. We're lighting the car up right now.
All right. I know you can't see me, but you'll see the car in a second. So.
Oh, cool Transformers in the background, brother. Woo!
Yeah, I lit the shelves up.
Oh, that is amazing.
That's all those LEDs on the Transformers were from the LEDs on the slot car track I had in all those videos. That's what I repurposed them to. I did it for the display.
And don't forget, guys, this isn't like Auto World's light bulb where the harder you squeeze the trigger, the brighter the light goes. Absolutely not. With LED, the second you touch the trigger, the light goes full brightness. It is absolutely, not to mention the LED light is a lot cleaner and a lot brighter. Looks real clean. That's amazing, man. That
won't melt the car either. Your Camaro, with that incandescent bulb melted the hood of that Camaro because you were just running it. I think you just had it running on the track. It got so hot that it melted. If this thing does, you could run this thing all day and touch it. It'll never burn you. It's
right.
Great.
Good point. The Camaro, yeah. Where's
yep.
that? It's well, it was this one, but oh, here it is. Yeah, see.
Yeah, one of them has that wave in the hood. It melted the plastic on it. This won't happen with that.
I actually like this car so much, I had to rebuy it. It kind of bugged me because I didn't want the second chassis.
Yeah. So, I mean, all in all, in the videos, I have links. If you guys don't be afraid to solder. I'm going to tell you the flux does all the work if you're going to try this yourself. I don't know how you guys can run a slot car track without soldering. I did so much soldering with everything I was doing. It just came natural. It's just having confidence and just not being afraid that something breaks. I work on real cars, so I know we're all collectors, but it's a toy compared to I'm working on I used to work on a real car. I have no problem trying to solder something. If it breaks, I'll go get another one. It's not breaking the bank to experiment and come up with new things.
Right.
But it leads to good things. You're going to have some really cool looking cars going around the track with different color lights. They're really easy to track and follow where you are. Or if they're all white, again, if you're using incandescent bulbs, they're all white. So it's hard to really, you could lose track of who you are. When you got green, red, orange, white, yellow, each car can have its own color. You can follow yourself on the track if you're actually racing with others too.
Yeah. Awesome. It looks fantastic, man. You've done a great job.
Yeah. For the specs and the LEDs, Robert, I just took a peek at the chat. You can go edit my LED videos, and in the tools list, I have a link to Amazon where I bought the LEDs. The link's there. I don't remember the exact size they were or whatever, but it was like a rainbow pack. And once you're on Amazon, you know what you're looking for. You can look if you just want to try and get one bulb versus getting 100 or whatever. But they're very common. They're just LED bulbs. I want to say they're like 3mm, 5mm, but I really don't remember. But the links in the video should still be good. If it's not, just shoot me a reply in the video. I'll see it. I'll find the new link and go through my purchase history and find it.
Yeah, they're the perfect size. Those are the I think they call them the rice grain ones, or what? Is that correct?
Yeah, they're about that size. I wouldn't surprise me if there is a smaller one. But whatever size this is, it works good for the older cars too, because the older ones have the in the plastic for the lenses on the headlights. They have that hollow tube. Sometimes this will fit right in there. It won't be too big or too small. It's a good fit on the vintage body parts.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. It looks totally kick-ass, man. It's
Yeah, it's cool. You're gonna love it. So
yeah,
I didn't. You gotta wait too. You gotta wait to get the cars to see what colors I use on all the other cars.
Should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Is so for everybody who's in the chat right now, does LED lights on the AFX cars sort of hit you where it needs to be, or could you care less whether it has lights or not?
I see Rick there asking about lights on a cop car. I have one. I took the Tyco U-turn cop car. It has the static front wheels, has a speaker on it, and the flashing lights. And I converted that to a Viper racing car as well. I don't think I changed the bulbs though. I think I left it how they were. I was just mounting the chassis under it, but I don't think I had to do that. But I had the Tyco fire truck, and the incandescent bulb blew on it when I ran down the drag strip at 24 volts. So I replaced it with an LED, and it's fine. But it's no longer vintage original. It's better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I'd like to see these lights as the LEDs. I think that would look pretty cool.
Be on top. Yeah, that'd be really bright too. Having nothing there but the two LEDs up there, I might that would light up the whole track as it would go around.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk for a sec. I gotta go get so this week will be our first giveaway from Gene from NYC Slots Limited, and we're gonna do a number draw. And that'll be, of course, for the one of the SBR specials. I'll be right back.
So I can see the chat, guys. You got any questions or anything? Just want to say hi. BYOB. I brought an ST though. What's everyone excited about out there? What are you guys buying in the collections? Yeah, I can't take the camera out to the garage. Just go check out the Phoenix Haven garage. You'll see all the cars there. I have a number of Firebirds. I just restored one. I'm taking it to an auction. And I got a Hellcat, BMW, electric Mustang, trucks, all types of things.
All right.
Have I ever messed with fiber optics? No, but I use it for my internet. Hopefully the internet's good. We're not all. Oh, here, there.
So this is Gene's website, guys. So remember, if you want to buy something from Gene, hit him up. Let him know you're a subscriber of SVR. All right. Of course.
Hey, Art, thank you. I saw your comments today in the videos. Appreciate it.
So, of course, we have the car. And, of course, we have the front tire pit kit. All right. So here's how we're going to do it. So, of course, in order to win yourself the SVR treatment, you are going to have to be a numerical genius. That's the only way this is going to happen. Steve is going to write down a number, and you guys are going to pick between 1 and 50. And like I said, I hope you're a numerical genius because you got to hit the number. All right? So that's for the SBR treatment from Gene from NYC Slots Limited. Pardon me. NYC Slots Limited. Yeah. Make sure you see him at, I believe he's still at eBay at GMQ 2006. Or, of course, check him out at the Slot Car Depot.
Dan, I have a number.
Okay, Steve's got the number. Hang on. Nobody put a number in quite yet. Okay. Before I do the draw, I would just like everyone to know that that red car sitting in front of Steve right now is for sale. If anybody's interested in it, you could either make a bid right here on the chat, or you can send me an email. I guess it all depends on how many people are, if any, want it. But for now, we're going to do the draw. Yeah.
Hey, Dan.
Okay, are you guys ready? Hang on, nobody start yet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold tight, everybody. Hold tight. Whoa. Hang on, hang on. Hang on. Gosh, I feel like we're at Pro Tinker and everybody's just throwing numbers out now. Okay, I have to say go. Wait a sec. I'm gonna when I put in go, that's when you guys go. Okay, hang on. Oh my gosh. This is gonna make a good replay. Here we go. All right. Here we go, Steve.
Go for it. There it is. Got a winner. Ready, Dan?
Yep.
Show it.
Who's our winner?
Winner is number 22.
Number 22.
It was Shift
And who was
into
the
High.
first person with 22? I believe it was it
Shift into High. He actually had it right when you said, before you said go, he was the first one to post too, and he had the number.
And he still used 22.
But I had
Awesome.
win.
All right, Shift. Shift in the High, brother. Congratulations,
man.
I want to thank you for joining us. I want to thank Gene for sponsoring this. Absolutely fantastic. We appreciate it. And in the next week or two, we'll be doing another giveaway. Once again, it'll look just like this. Am I out of focus? I'm out of focus.
You're good.
Okay. So, Shift, if you want to hit me up with your information on email, I'll get right back to you with your address. I'll get your address from you and stuff.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah. Okay, so as for the red car that has the LED light in it, okay, perfect. So what we're going to do is, if anybody's interested in buying one of these cars, email me at Slot Valley Racing at outlook.com, or just go to my main page, I guess. So I want to thank Shift for winning. Thank you very much, Shift. I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to get these cars on my track. Oh yeah, the coffee cup. See, now I'll get it all to you, Shift. If you want a coffee cup, we can talk about that too. No problems at all. Everybody hit that like button. 4 people. There's 33 people watching. What? Come on now. Gosh, I'm not that
I see
ugly.
7. I see 7 likes, but it was 7 when I joined an hour ago.
Oh.
Or 40 minutes ago.
Maybe the screen needs to be refreshed or something.
Yeah. I can do that. Let's see.
Okay, everybody smash that bitch. Awesome. I see 21. Oh, there we go. You see, it's the same as your broadcast the other day, Mayor, where it's a static number, but the people who are watching the stream can see that number going up. I love the delay. So awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
So does everybody here know about Gale Force Raceway Discord? Because after tonight's show, we're going to be heading to Discord, and anybody who would like to join us is 100% more than welcome, of course. And this is, of course, a place where we all get to see each other and jammer away. It's not me talking to you guys. It's everybody talking to everybody on video. It's not recorded. We're just slot talking away. There it is, guys. So if you're interested in joining us tonight, hit up Gale_Force_Raceway_ and you're in. So where's the slot car hobby taking you, Steve? Where's your next destination, I guess? What's the plan?
Yeah, I saw someone ask too about where I sell things. So I have an eBay store, and I'll put a video out. I'll put a link in the video to where I sell things, and you can follow the account there. My wife has an account on Macari, which is really nice. It's another it's MERCARI, I think, and it has less seller fees, less buyer fees, so you can get things a little cheaper, and you can package multiple items together. A lot of people that buy them are slot cars, and they'll package 4 or 5 of them together and make an offer on 4 or 5 things and bulk sell it that way.
Right.
I got a lot of track to get rid of. I got US 1 trucking sets. I got tons of Tyco track. I don't think anyone wants any of it, but I'm going to try and list all that. And then, of course, the slot cars. I'll be doing the videos on the slot cars as I get them ready for sale. If I'm going to customize any, if I'm going to pair them up with anything, and then I'll have links in the videos to where people can check them out.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. Sounds like so then what's the plan past that then?
At the moment, I've been doing for about I never got into the new stuff,
kind of thing, or
no, I don't think I'm gonna set up another track or anything. I'm just gonna focus on. I really like customizing them. The racing,
Oh yeah.
After the COVID, now it's not going on as much. You know, the track was just sitting there a lot, so that's why it's spawned me to this. It's time to take it down. And but I think at the moment, just doing more things with the cars, making dioramas and selling them, I think is what's going to focus as far as the slot car content goes. I got some unused chassis still to pair up with unpainted bodies to do, and just move those along in that regard. And then for the channel, I don't know what the focus is going to be yet. They'll continue, like I said, the slot car content will continue on. There might be some more Transformer stuff coming on, or if we totally go in another direction, we'll see. I don't know yet.
Well, people are really aching for the tech videos nowadays. So I think switching your focus to hopping cars up and fixing them, I think, is absolutely perfect timing right now. There's really nobody doing there's a few people doing tech videos, but not like solidly.
Yeah, and I've done, like I said, 2.5 years of it, and a lot of the tech stuff I was doing was track related maintenance and things, and no one uses those tracks anymore either. Like people just buying brand new Viper
Right.
track, which is great. A lot of people, that's great. I couldn't live with one track like that, and just this is what I got. I had to build like Legos, so it doesn't it didn't. So I people ask me if I should buy a Viper track in this amp. It doesn't really fit what I wanted to do. I really love their cars though, and the chassis, and Dan, everything he does there, and I think it's a great solid chassis to use to race and all that. But I don't know about the track stuff anymore. So, but a lot of focus on painting, customizing, and then any repairs that any of the things need before we put them up to market.
Yeah, that's something I always look forward to seeing you do is the painting, Steve, because I'm not really all that great at painting, that kind of thing. But you seem to have it down pretty good. I've just shot a few people your way over the years because I would just rather not have to deal with, telling somebody the wrong thing when I could just send them your way and they could be done right. So
yeah. The other thing is offering services. I was thinking about that if someone needed something done, either with the lights or something else. But it's a really niche market, Yeah. So I don't know how that would pan out or now how that would flow.
Well, here's the extent of all the painting that I've done, I think, in this hobby so far. So
white primer with the stickers.
Yeah.
Damn,
that see-through sticker, awesome.
Hey, that Smokey and the Bandit rig I got, I painted it black and put a sticker on it.
Yeah,
that's all you gotta do.
It looked good. Same with the Knight Rider one.
Yes, yeah. Actually, the Bandit one, the semi, I did the pinstripe on that too. So I spent how many hours I spent trying to match that brown tan pinstripe on that rig to get to look like the one in the video. Because a lot of people that sell them, they're like an orange or it's wrong. And I was very particular about my snowman rig. It had to be just right.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's not painting's really not for me too much.
It's hard too. When I was selling them, people want them for, they want them for like $40. I'm like, well, the semi costed $40. Then there's the sticker that goes on it, then there's the paint that goes on it, and then the time to apply it all, and then you want to make money. I'm not doing it to break even. They'd be like, oh, that's too much. I'm like, well, then make it yourself. And plus, then you get on the fees to sell it online. It's like it's hard to do one like around $80 to $100 and that's like breaking even. So if you include a chassis on that, you're at another $20 on it. Depending on what the chassis is, if it's an Auto World or if it's something that's race worthy.
That's right. Well, I can't wait for the new deluxe semi pit kit to come out with the Peterbilt in it.
Yeah, what I saw too was really nice to see was the S10s. I think the Silverados, the trucks. I think you had them. You were showing another video. Someone was showing. They had the Bandit car, but then they had some new trucks coming out. There's not a lot of trucks. I want to build these dioramas. I want truck bodies now. I bought little HO scale tow hitches to put on the trucks to put the trailer with the car, and then that'd be kind of cool to see how that comes out. But having more options there with them putting out more of the SUVs and 4x4s is great.
Those Blazers looked absolutely awesome, man. Those Blazers look cool.
Yeah, it breaks up the monotony of the same race car over and over again.
Datsun 610.
Yeah, for sure. I got that. I think it's a Silverado that came out came out last year. I think it was Auto World. It's got the dirt on it. It's black, white, and dirty, like mud on it. I was gonna do that black and chrome and pair it with the Fast and Furious Charger and a trailer.
Oh, was that the Suburban?
Yeah, yeah. It's the one that has the dirt on it. It's black, white,
Yeah.
and it's got some dirt. So I was gonna clean that up.
Two variations, I think, just normal with dirt.
Yeah, so I got the one that has the dirt on it. So I was gonna black the whole thing out. You can see my cat now. You can watch it go all the way up and not knock anything over. But yeah, it would be pretty cool repurposing those and getting tow hitches on them.
That's a great idea, though. Are they going to be able to drive on the track or what? Bit heavy.
Very heavy because the hauler is just a metal die cast Hot Wheels trailer usually. Right. So, but I mean, and also doesn't get the strength of the pin on the hitch. You know, it's just a piece of plastic, and how well that would hold on. You know, but it'll look good. You know, standing there. You know, and then you could set it up different ways. You know.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. So when you run your cars, do you prefer a metal pin or a plastic one?
Metal all the way. AFX length.
Yeah, I still got tons of them from the pit kits.
Yeah, I got like 30 of them now that I don't really need. So I guess I'm gonna sell them. They're expensive, man.
They are. Oh my gosh, eh?
I got a stockpile of them, so.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch, and actually got some. I don't remember where I got these from, but they're like plastic. The plastic fin, the black one.
Yeah,
except it's made out of metal.
Come with them. The TR3s and the DR1s come with them.
Where I got it from.
Throw it out.
Yeah, well, I won't be using it anyways. I hate.
What's better than the flag is that little needle on the other side you can try and use for one turn.
Right.
The Thunder Jets have those. A real tiny little needle.
Yeah, this is a steel one though. I don't know if it would break. Huh. Yeah, totally excited to get some drag racing going on too.
Yeah,
that'll be nice. Got to get my track set up. I got so much of that extra track from those two horsepower shootout sets I bought to get those cars.
That's AFX track though, right?
Yeah, brand new.
Yeah, those are nice. Yeah, I had a hard time selling track before a couple years ago. I was losing money on eBay trying to sell it, and I ended up just throwing it out. I had so much of it, and I got that again. I'm like, I feel like no one's gonna buy it. I think the high bank turns might sell, but the bridge, I had that bridge with the spirals. I've had that listed for about 4 months now, longer. No one's been on it. And the guy who made that passed away like 2 years ago. He was just a hobbyist. He had a little Facebook page that he was selling all that structure and infrastructure on for the hobby, and he passed away.
Wow. Yeah, I think I actually seen him. I seen that on there. I feel like I'm like not even in the camera view here.
No, you're center.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I see over in the split screen over here. It's a little different. Yeah.
There we go. All right. I'm just all way down in the corner. Hey. So you guys been paying attention, or is everybody having a conversation in the chat?
Like I'm going
Me and Steve are just chatting away here.
On the Hot Wheels, I've done custom wheels on the Hot Wheels, and I've tried using Hot Wheels bodies on the slot cars. I don't recommend it. It was on an Auto World 4-gear though, but it immediately stripped the crown gear on it. It was Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am. It was a Matchbox, and it had the matching Buford T Justice cop car. They were both metal. I got videos on it actually. They're in there where the die cast bodies they're just too heavy. But I tried putting cool wheels, Hot Wheels rims on the slot cars. It worked, but you see Chevy Chase a Vacation all those years ago when the family truckster after the jump, the wheels are doing this down the road. That's what it looked like going down the slot car track.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the metal, it really beats up the motor. All that extra weight, it's not worth doing. I think a Viper chassis could probably handle it, but the auto, but it's not the right scale. It needs to be like the DR1 could probably handle it, but why would you want to? Just find one. There's so many options now with hobbyists, people making molds, or really, I always tease, I say Outer World sucks, but I tell you, the bodies are gold. The quality and the painting, I think on the bodies. Even this one here, this thing cratered coming down the full loop when I had it, and the grill popped off, went one way or another. It all went right back together. The bodies are painted nice. The details really nice on them. If you don't like the color, get some spray paint on, some tape, and have at it. It's part of the hobby. Make your own rides. But yeah, just out of the box though, the Outer World bodies are great.
Yeah, it's those chassis, eh?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, they're slow as hell, but I'm gonna run them heavily in my funny cars.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna buy a few more. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm gonna buy a few more of these.
Yeah, I converted all my 4 gears to that before I stopped doing it. But yeah, they're great.
I love them. They're fast and they're tight.
Yeah,
they're ready to roll is what they are, which is nice because nobody wants to put a car in the track and have to work on it for 10 minutes.
Man, I tell you, I am not a fan of the Thunderjet TR3 screws and washers. The rage. I don't show it in the videos, but I had to take a break between I think the last one I did with the was the one coming up. I was doing 2 more of these. I had to take a break and came back to it the next day. I couldn't get the screws to sit right or something. I just so frustrating.
Yeah.
I don't know how people can do that all the time with the little screws, and my eyes can't handle it, my fingers can't handle it either.
It reminds me of the frustration of putting an AFX car on the track when I'm trying to show it in a video and it won't go.
Yeah. Dan, I saw a couple of people ask about some of the stuff I'm going to be selling. Is it okay if you put an email address in the chat for them to reach out?
Yeah, go ahead, Steve, for sure.
Thank you.
You want me to?
No, I got it.
Oh, okay.
So if any of you have seen any of my videos, stuff on the shelf, and you want it, that's the email address. Let me know what you want. I got no attachment to the stuff. I'm going to be buying stuff and flipping it, so all the stuff's got to come and go. So to get new stuff, the old stuff's got to fund it. Or I'll buy a guitar with it. You never know. Oh yeah, they got time. So it's Stockpile Hobbies Sales at gmail.com if it blocked it out.
Oh, no way. Didn't show up.
Yeah. Stockpile Hobby Sales at gmail.com. Just as a Just put sales on the name of the channel name. Or hit me in a video. You know, it's me who reads everything. So say you saw it in the live stream with Dan and you wanted to talk about purchasing some stuff, just let me know. Oh, I got an ad in the live stream. Did it
Are you
end?
seeing Shaq?
Oh, it ended. Oh, we're back. No, I saw a different ad. It was something else. It wasn't Shaq.
Oh,
Look at you wheeling and dealing, making that. Oh, got ads in your live stream.
I've tried to turn it off. You should be able to.
Oh no, it ended. I'm saying, like, you know, they're running ads in the live stream. I've never seen one in the live stream.
Oh,
No spaces. It's an email address altogether.
Stockpile.
Oh, you know what? I can do it. I can do it so I think it will work. Let's see.
Put a space before the at.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Let's see if that goes.
So what is it again, Steve?
Stockpile Hobby Sales.
Stockpile.
Hobbies.
All one word.
Yep. Did I spell it wrong? No, looks right.
I wonder.
No, I don't have it on there. I think it's on the phone.
Hmm. Well, that's shitty. Where did that thing go? Is it hobbies, Steve? IES?
Yeah, I think it's plural.
Hobbies. Hobbies sales
Yep.
at.
Gmail.com.
Awesome.
I think it's plural. I don't remember, and I don't have it on my tablet. I have to go on my phone where we're filming to see it. But I'll do a video. I'll do a video this week too for everyone to now have it in there with the actual if it's right or wrong. But if it bounces back,
right.
I'll make it plural. Oh, hobbies, sales. I think that's right. I think it's plural. I really don't remember. Yep, it's just the channel name sales@gmail.com. Well, like I said, you saw it on the live stream. Hit me up on any of the videos. Send me a chat or a comment on the video. Let me know. I'll get back to you. I'll have my people reach out to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than selling stuff, what channel are you gonna concentrate on? I think the card channel is gonna rebound here. I have stuff filmed from last year that I never posted, and then stuff for that, and the guitar stuff. It comes and goes depending on when I buy guitars and how often. I've been buying them more and hoarding them than flipping them. But I got a couple I got to get moving here. So, and then yeah, there's gonna be some more slot car content coming up too, as well in Transformers.
Yeah. So that'll keep you busy for a while with the real cars, I guess, eh?
Yeah, I gotta flip the one. I think all the other ones are actually mechanically working. But yeah, there's some as far as the cars go, I should say that. My Knight Rider got hit by a deer last year. I got the car back, but it's it's a 92, so it's 31 years old. So I think it's got 90 something thousand miles on it. I think either the injectors got clogged or the fuel pressure regulator ruptured from the hit. But I got to take the top of the engine off and do all that. I don't want to film it. I filmed it for a Corvette before. It has the same motor, but right. I might film it just to make content. But that's all got to get fixed up. So after next week, once the other car's gone, that was the plan, was to rip into that and get that baby going. And then I got a Ram Air 4th gen, an LS1, but it was set up for drag racing when I bought it. I did the whole engine. I put a 12 bolt in the rear of it, and it's got the 6-speed in it. But the strange rear end on it, the 12 bolt, the axle seals are leaking. So I'm starting to get some axle grease near the outside of the wheels. So those gotta be resealed. But I might take those to a shop. They're a press fit. I don't have a press big enough to put a car axle in the back of it and press on the things. But you know what? I don't want to do it either. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, some things it's okay to pay to have someone to do, right?
And I appreciate it too. Because a lot of you guys don't want to do the soldering too. It's the same thing with the real car. Sometimes I don't want to stand under a car for 2 days just to fix something either.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's just it, right? Everyone's got their own little thing, and that's why coming together, like, for these conversations and stuff is good. It's good to multitask, figure out who knows what. Not everybody's, super awesome at everything, so
you don't need to be either. You just gotta take a chance. Just try it. I make mistakes all the time. I try to film them to show it, but
yeah, it makes for good end to reel bloopers.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with the editor I use, and I constantly reshoot everything because I got a twisty tongue when I'm talking, especially on the fly. I pronounce everything wrong, stutter. I'll keep redoing takes and this and that, or I'll leave the video in and I'll put in different audio where I just re-recorded the whole thing. But yeah, really? It's hard, talking. It's talking on camera and trying to do it and then edit it all. It's a lot of work.
Hard, man. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you just well, what are you using for your editing?
I use HitFilm Pro is what I use. It was it lets me bring all the different media in, and then I can do other things with the special effects that you see in the Transformer videos with making lasers, drawing them frame by frame, and audio and things. It's a little more involved than I thought it would be. When I did the guitar channel, I found a website where I could just put a couple of images in and it would create the splash screen. It's kind of like probably what you're doing, Dan, I think, where you're able to create the animated titles and everything. So I use that to create the intro for the Silverburst Reserve. I had my wife talk over it, and it took me about 10 minutes using that first. If I was to do it in my editor, it'd been about 20 minutes because you got, there's a lot more refinement you can do with what I'm using, especially when you get into like the particle simulation I'm doing with the fire and the lasers and all that.
Right.
But if it's something quick and dirty,
that's cool, man.
Yeah, but the website offerings they got for the free tools to do thumbnails and stuff, that's the way to go, for sure.
So you're saying like templates? Your setup has lots of templates where you just put in the info, and like my opening and closing are templates, right? I just put in the words and it's already pre-programmed the actions.
I know what you're talking about. I kind of did that for the Silverburst Reserve for the intro, the 5-second intro to each video. For the Stockpile Hobbies one with the laser eyes off Unicron and all that, I hand animated all of that on the image and did all that. Where I should have done the other way,
Oh, I thought you had like a laser program that you.
Yeah, so there's a particle that's like a sun, like a light source, and you can have a ray of light come off of it. So I used that to his eye, and then I had to animate over the next 30 seconds, move the eye from here to here, and it would do that. Then you got to clone it for the other eye, and then have them go in parallel, and it's a lot of work.
Oh man, that's totally awesome, dude.
And like the lasers. So when you animate the lasers too, when you do a shot, it's every frame by frame to do that, right. And have smoke and all that.
Oh my gosh,
it's the labor of love.
Yeah, it certainly is, right? And the more you put into it, the better it looks too. So
yeah, and even these, I got some templates where I could just paste things in and get it about 75% of the way there, and then I gotta just stitch it up. But yeah, I'd like to do more of them, but I burned out a little bit, but it all comes back. I come back to things a lot. It need to take a break from things for a while and come back to things.
Yeah, regaining your interest in it again.
Yeah.
Usually I find it involves like watching a video or something, and then I'm just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, totally. Even doing these again, other than raging on the TR3s, the lights and all that, it was good. Getting the grease is going again, skidding the grease or greasing the skids. That was bass backwards, so to say. But yeah, it was good for that. Do I have an airbrush? No, I just use rattle cans, paint cans. I never got into airbrushing, and I don't know what a 301 turbo is either. No Stratocasters. I'm a Gibson man. And Dean.
Well, Irene had a question. Irene had a question for you, and now I don't know where she went. Irene. All right. Well, maybe I won't yell for her. I don't know where she went to.
Not running a Trans Am engine. Oh no, it's a 5.7 TPI. It's got the SLP enhanced in large air intake runners. I made the hood a little bit of a ram air, cutting some holes in it. It's got a nice real cold air ram air kit on a 3rd gen. So it's 350, 5.7 liter. It's 1992, the last year.
LT1?
No, it's not an LT1. Mine's not. TPI. Oh, there's stuff. TPI. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you've been going to a lot of car shows. You have a race car at all? Any muscle cars?
Who, me?
Yeah. I see you posting the content there, going to the car shows and all that.
Yeah. Lots of friends. Lots of friends who have cars.
It's a better way to do it. Saves you money. Just drive and ride in theirs. I do the same thing with pools. I got friends with pools, so I don't have to have one.
Yeah. That's right. Well, that's exactly how you do it, right?
Yeah, I already had. I went through it before. I'm like, no, I don't need this.
Yeah. Well. Oh my gosh. So, anybody have anything they'd like to ask Steve from Stockpile Hobbies before we call it a night? I guess everybody's asking you now. Here we go. Real
Yep.
tart question time.
Yes, the TPI L98 in the one that I have. Actually, the one I'm selling is a convertible with a GTA 5.7 liter in it that you cannot. Pontiac never made, but this car has it. I just did the interior on it too, so that's what I'm thinking of auction. So you got a convertible with the biggest engine you could get that they never offered. So pretty cool. Yeah, you guys have any questions though? Anything? Either of us? Yeah. I know you guys had questions while we were talking. I didn't catch them all. I apologize. Is there any content anyone wants to see? You know, old stuff, new stuff, how to do things.
What do you guys want to see tech wise? What kind of builds you want to see?
Yeah, that's the other thing with the racetrack. I mean, I took it to the extreme. I didn't know what else to do with it. I built a giant racetrack, a giant drag strip, and then I had to go back across the ceiling. And I didn't know what to go, what would be next as far as to top it. You know.
Are you a car broker?
No, I just like them. I was always involved with them. I'm friends with my cousins, and we have a dealer. I got a friend who is a dealer. That's how I'm able to go a lot of the auctions. But that didn't happen until like last year. So I got 40 years of that not having a dealer friend prior, all the cars and everything.
Yeah, it makes life easier when you have the connections, eh?
Yeah. Hellcat burnout. Yeah. I'm gonna need tires next year actually, so I'm not looking forward to that. And the brakes are like $3 to $5 too for the Brembos on the front.
Oh man.
That's gonna cost me a guitar.
Yeah, literally, eh?
Yeah.
I just did the brakes all the way around on my truck. Pads and rotors.
Yeah, my front needed again. They put shitty ones on the freaking ones when you buy them or lease them. So I got those ceramics in the front. They burn right out. So my Silverado needs them. The monitor came out last week for the brakes again. All right. Wow. I don't want to do it. I don't feel like doing it. I'm lazy. But
this is the first time in 6 years I've had to change my brakes at all.
Yep. I leased the truck. In about 15,000 miles, all 4 of them went because they probably used the carbon pads. I think they replaced it with it because it's been about another 15,000 and it came on again. So I'll throw ceramic on them and that should take care of it.
So looks like people want to see 440x2 rebuilds.
Yeah. So I got something there. I got a 2.5 ohm motor for one from Viper that I was going to put into one of them. But I don't remember if the motor magnets had to change to run it or not. Definitely the traction magnets would need to change, right? I didn't get those. I just bought the armatures.
I think the motor magnets need to change too. They need to be stronger in order to turn the...
Yeah, so that's probably something I'm going to sell then. No. I was, it was late. I was on Viper site clicking around and at the cart. I'll make videos, not thinking about, oh yeah, like in the real world, you can't just solder the lights. You gotta have the soldering iron, the flux, the solder, the freaking the LED. You need all the other stuff to do it.
Right. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, different
Like it's
tires. Yeah.
different tires.
But I have the motor to do a build on that. You know, I can show taking the chassis apart, putting a motor in the end cap housings, and doing all that. I have a lot of 440 cars too. I did a lot of custom ones too, the race teams and all that. I
Yeah,
have a
those
lot of
ones would
those
be pretty big.
resin snorkel hoods too. I could put resin intakes on the cars, paint them up from Jim's Rod Shop. He sent me some.
Oh, that's
I have
cool.
like 100 of them, I think.
Are those like the little plastic ones or whatever?
Yeah, they just glue right on. You got to scuff them up a little bit before you glue them, so they got the glue has something to bite. But I got so many of those and engines and all that, so stuff to do there.
Yeah.
It's really good with the chrome pen, you know. Put the little resin motor on a needle, get out that chrome marker, and just do it up, and then stick it on the car. Those paint pens
Good,
the
eh?
paint markers are awesome.
Nice ad. It's
Yeah.
a really nice ad.
Yep. Enzo's doing good in guitar. He hasn't picked up in a couple months. I'm not forcing him though. He is the average, you know, of kids his age. Their attention span is 10 seconds to a minute if you're lucky. So I know if I hounded him every day to do it, he wouldn't dig it. But I come down and play. He comes down and joins me, so that's good. Then we start playing.
Well, that's just about it though for every kid out there.
Yeah.
All the stuff that it's much difference too though for us as it is for him, because for us it was kind of like, you know, go outside and play or go hang out with your friends. Now it's a little different.
Oh yeah. So like my dad, the grandfather, was just to, you know, keep buying this for him. And like he doesn't engage really even with this stuff a lot. I have to come down and we'll do it together, but and he plays with them a lot, but it's a lot of just in front of a device like everyone else, you know. So you got conscious effort to break them away from it and to do other things for a half hour to an hour and try different things out. You know.
Sounds like a lot of people on YouTube.
Yeah. God, I wish I had an army of kids watching the videos for 5 days straight. My daughter watched something like 50 times. I'm like, watch my stuff 50 times, please. No.
Well, what you do is you get people to throw it on times two, and you run it through all three of their accounts all day long.
Yeah, I tried doing that too because I have multiple YouTube accounts. So
you
when I
can't
would
run
post a
them through
video,
your own. The three accounts you have, you can't do that with. You literally need to use your wife's account, or like for me, I go hit up Irene's account, and you just let them run on her account.
oh, I wasn't even doing that. I would do that, but I was logging each account, give it a thumbs up, and then watch the video. And it worked to about 5. When you got to about 7, it would wipe them out. I'm like, oh, that's not good. I gotta stop doing that.
Oh no way!
Yeah, I think it did. I had about 4 or 5 that I would, you know, if I post a video and each one of them would watch it and mark it, you know, I just to get the ball rolling. But I got to a point I noticed a couple videos over the years where I would do it. I would add one more, and that was like that broke the back. It wiped out all the likes, and then like they probably stopped promoting the video. You know, I'm not the first person to do that. You know, that's been there for years before I.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, no.
Well, plus too, though, you think about it when you want to subscribe to your buddy, you hit him up with all 3 of your accounts.
Yeah. Well, that's not that thing too. Like the subscribers is fine. It's getting the watch hours too. You know, a lot of people, Dan and I talked about this a little bit where you get the subscribers now, but you know, a lot of the stuff depends on the hours watch, how long the people's engaged. Is it the first 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds? And you know, they show you a curve on YouTube. You know, you look at the chart. You know, I can't tell which way is the right way, but because of the camera, but you know, it starts high and then the viewership goes all the way down. And then if there's something good though, if I link directly to something, the chapters help a lot. If you do the chapters in the video, so you break up the time bar, if you get a good chapter, that will have a spike then usually where, you know, something's happening. Like if I did an animated crash, when something would crash and burn, that would usually get a lot of replay. You can see that people watching that and whatnot. If you don't know how to do those things in your videos, you just go into the description and put a time log, like 00:00 through 0100, like 1 minute, and you give it a name. That's it. It puts it right into the video, and you just continue that on through it.
Yeah, see, that I've never done.
You can actually see it in my videos. Just go read a description, and in the middle of the description, you'll see the time codes. That's all you do is you put that in the video, and that gives you the time. That gives you the chapters in the video.
Oh. Huh. I'll have to talk to you about that. It's not something I've looked at yet.
Yeah,
but
so
my stuff's all broken up by commercials.
Because you give it chapters, it's more things to key off of in searches too.
Oh, right. Okay. I see a lot with the space channels I follow.
Yeah, any of they all have any of the full length videos. Just go and you'll see right in the description. You'll see where I have the time code. Just copy and paste it and change the time and the wording or whatever, and you get chapters.
See, the only thing I'm worried about doing, the only reason why I don't do that or haven't looked into it so far is because that'll force someone to look at your video and go directly to the spot that they want to see. In which case, that'll bring your watch time down in scary numbers.
Yeah, but they're gonna surf and search anyways.
So then what you do is you tell them to watch it on ×2. You still get full support, and it only takes them half the time.
Yeah, you know, in the long run, you really want the people that are going to watch more of the content in the first 10 seconds or whatever. And someone really likes what you're doing, they're going to watch the video. Like I watch everything front to end when I watch something, and I watch a lot of old wrestling clips. I don't know if anyone here's into wrestling. I haven't watched wrestling in 30 years, but I love watching the documentaries people make about the wrestlers from the 90s. I can watch that all day.
Oh, so, yeah.
I'll watch that front to back, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, you know, and a lot of other things with the slot cars and the real cars. If I'm going to watch something, I'm there to watch it. Where, you know, a lot of people, if I can see the car videos, like for maintenance, like if I'm doing a brake job on a new car, I don't know, I want to see that one spot where that bolt comes out and what he used to do it. That, you know, but I find though it makes me more happier when that's available to me to find it really quick, because I'm more likely to like it and subscribe to. Where if it's not, and the volume's out of, you know, but it is what it is.
Well, it's a hit and miss thing, and now YouTube has a thing where you can change the thumbnail to see which one will work best for your crowd. I realize thumbnails are important because, you know, everybody's pretty much, you know, like a squirrel, you know, shiny
Piece of candy.
So, you know, everybody wants to see that one thing that grabs their attention. So the only question is what, right? What is it? I can tell you right now which will catch people's attention. The green car moneymaker from the Auto World track extension kit.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking car. I just don't want the chassis sitting under it.
You know, a lot of things too with the thumbnails is your brand, making everything consistent that they can identify. Oh, I watched this guy before, I like that. God forbid I watched the guy before, I don't like it, but having the brand recognition with the thumbnails too, having a consistency there with the fonts and the colors, and just that helps a lot too, you know.
Oh yeah, right. It's something they're noticing, especially, you know, everybody recognizes your Transformer. What's that?
The Unicron, yeah, that made this thing, yeah. That yours too,
you know, it's recognizable, right? You got to make your brand. It's just like McDonald's, I guess. You make your brand as recognizable as possible.
Yeah.
You know,
and hopefully from the thumbnails you can tell which hobby it is. I can always spot Jeff Ryan's and Mark's and Gail's for the thumbnails. That slot car dude, I see all of them. They even us too. We have consistency in the content we're trying to promote out there, so you can recognize that brand, and hopefully you know what you're going to get, you know, when you watch it.
That's right. Yeah, that slot car dude, he's going to be on the show in a couple weeks too. I'm really interested to get a hold of his European idea for HO slot cars, because last week we were talking about the 124 guys who tried to do the HO, um, being, of course, that slot car guy with Travis and what was the other guy's name? Boone. Well, I've found out what happened with Travis's track. I don't believe that they're doing the HO thing anymore unless Travis is going to be driving his HO cars on his wall. He's got his HO track on the wall now, so I don't think him and him and Boone are doing the HO thing anymore. It's kind of odd how people think they're just going to slide into HO. I get it, but HO is a lot more intricate than the bigger cars. That's for sure. So I
Yeah,
think people are pretty overwhelmed, and there's a lot of issues you have to go through in order to run a HO car properly. Um, you know,
yeah, I never had any experience with the Carrera digital cars. I know stock car guy there has he has an amazing looking racetrack with all the scenery and landscaping around. It looks really nice. Um,
yeah,
yeah, I never got into that either, trying to do the dioramas on it, and I think it would have been too much for me. I couldn't deal with all the little trees and the little things, and with the cats. You saw the cat. The cat was like still up there,
yeah.
still up there, right? Oh, what's this? Oh, there's a Godzilla went through the racetrack.
Yeah, yeah, exactly right. Yeah, it's the same but different. It's so funny. I mean, I was happened to be watching Travis's video he put out 2 days ago, and I noticed in the background he's got it on the wall. So
You mean against the wall or like flat on the wall, running like sideways?
no, he's using it. I don't think he's obviously not running it. I think it's
Oh,
more like
yeah.
um part of his slot car decor.
It's a lot to maintain, man. All those joints and cleaning it, and then running power taps, and then when one part goes, half the track dies. It was a lot of work, and especially when we want to film. I just want to come down and film, and I got to spend a half hour to an hour getting the track to work again. I was just like, oh, I'm over it.
Cleaning it. That's like
The
well,
cat,
that's like
the
mine.
cat will do the wire, and then that's it.
Like
I lost power half the track because a wire moved from my cat.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. See, I don't have that, but I do have all those little trees and stuff you were talking about. It's a bit of
Yeah,
a
so do you
pain in the
glue them
ass every
down? Do
once in a
you
while.
use like thumbtacks? How are you putting them down?
How am I putting?
How are you sticking them to the track? You gluing them, or are they pinned in?
What's that?
The trees and all the little
Oh, yeah, the trees. Yeah, they come with a little. It's kind of like a. I
little
want to
needle.
say a little nipple or whatever. So you drill a tiny little hole and then you just put it in there, and I glue gun it in place.
Yeah, yeah.
I could probably pick them all off the set if I had to at one point. I'm sure I'm going to have to because, man, I got to sell the pool table at some point in time. It's awfully expensive to be holding up an awfully expensive race set. So,
I tell you, the shelving, it worked great because I know I was able to repurpose it at the end here now with other things. I had the shelving on, I had the track on the shelving. It's just a matter of hiding the shelving so you don't see it. But with the different cloths and mats and things, it worked out really good. I now have a ton of extra shelving in my closet. I can, find things to do with. But it helped organize a lot of the clutter with it. I have. But again, when it helped, the slot car is great. Hit all the wires underneath, and then I still had room underneath to store things and make room for things. So they're kind of expensive now. They were a lot cheaper a couple years ago when I bought them all. Like one shelf down at Walmart, the big ones that I use are like $75 now a pop. I must have bought like, I don't know, 10, 15 of them. They weren't that much though, as much as that, but I got a good investment. I got a stockpile of shelving. That's what I got.
nice. All right, guys. So, before we even think about leaving tonight, Does everybody know who everybody is in chat? Does everybody know? First off, let's go over everybody who's got a website or their own page, channel, whatever you want to call it. So Scott's House of HO Racing, make sure you check out Scott. Gale Force Raceway, make sure you check out Mayor, please. Of course, we have our guest tonight, Steve, at Stockpile Hobbies. Absolutely make sure you go check him out. He's going to have the video of the building of this car, or the light anyways. And you're not going to find it on my channel. So remember, you got to go to Steve's to check that out. Who else we got here? Is there anybody? Oh, Art, what? And Slots? Are you still here, brother? Did I miss anybody? I don't want to miss anybody. Anybody got a YouTube page out there right now and they want to let us know? Oh, Mark Slot Car Garage, guys, make sure you check out Mark. Sorry, brother. Thanks for speaking up. I couldn't see you in the chat there, flicking back. Awesome. So make sure you check out Mark, Rich. Yeah, Rich's Slot Car Room. Make sure you check him out. Yeah. All right. So before we head out, I just want to say thank you to Robert once again for being my moderator. I appreciate it. Haha, Mike, you got here just in time for me to sign off, brother. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you flick back. I want to thank our special guest tonight, Steve. I want to thank you, Steve, for joining us. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for being such a large part of the community. For those who don't know, me and Steve got our 1,000 on the same night.
Yeah.
So there's just a little trivia for you. Both me and Steve hit 1K on the exact same night.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. This was really great. Thanks for having me on. Really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone in the chat and watching the videos and supporting myself and Dan and all of us in the community. It really means a lot to all of us. You you hold us up and we all try to contribute and help each other out. It's great. It's really positive.
Yeah, I just want to say hi to Mark Buck. Mark, brother, where have you been? Good to see you, my man. Thanks for joining us, although we're heading out right now, but I thank you for being here. Make sure you check it out, Mark. Hey, brother. All right. All right, guys. So I want to say good night to everybody. I want to say good night to my member, Sean. Thank you very much, Sean. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you very much. So remember, if you're interested in any LED lit up cars, there's a few different variations. Email me, and that's how we'll take care of it. So remembering that tomorrow is July 4th, I won't be putting out a video tomorrow. I'm a Canadian, not an American, so I'll let an American slot car guy take the lead on that one. So I just want to thank you guys. Steve, anything you want to say before we close her down for the night?
No, it's been great, everyone. Thanks for listening to us babble on. I'll have a video on Wednesday on showing off the car here, and really appreciate it. Say goodnight, Kitty. Yep.
Awesome, guys. Southern Slot Racing, another member of mine. Thank you very much for joining us. So everybody, remember to hit Discord tonight. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, and thanks for joining us and the community for Monday Night Slot Car Live with special guest Steve from Stockpile Hobbies. Thanks, guys. Have a good night, everybody. And don't forget, get your heart racing.